I'm like, what did I do with my cheeks? I'm trying to remember. Let me think. That took way too long to figure that out. Hey guys, welcome back. So got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I have been just really liking very kind of summery, sun-kissed sort of looking makeup. Like quite a bit of blush and a little bit of bronzer and kind of a little bit on my nose, just like looking like you've been kind of out in the sun and kissed by the sun and maybe just a little bit sunburned, which is not a good thing. Don't do that. But just for fun, you know, make it look like that sort of a look. And kind of a little bit lighter-ish eyes, I would say. Been putting a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes, off and on. Yeah, so I mean, I've got some good things to share with you. I've got one newer thing. Well, I guess technically a couple of newer things, but some good stuff to talk to you guys about. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I will do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, reviews, empties, get ready with me. It's just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are chatting about Friday favorites, so let's get to it. Okay, for eyes, I have been using mainly this palette and then mixing in my cheek products too. Well, at least two of my cheek products. So anyway, let's talk about this. And this is so perfect because it's the Catrice Summer, what is this? Obsession palette. Summer Obsession. So fun. I am in all the summery makeup moods, and I think this is just perfect. And it's affordable. I love these kind of palettes, these face palettes that work well on the eyes too, because it's just, I don't know, it's fast, it's easy, it gives this kind of like all cohesive sort of makeup look. It works. I like it. So I've mainly been using this one and this one in my crease, and then I'll mix a little bit of this one in my outer corner and then this on my lid. At least from this palette. Those are the main ones. And then on my cheeks, do I have, I don't think, I'm trying to think. Yes. I'm like, what did I do with my cheeks? I did use, what did I do? I'm trying to remember. Hang on. Let me think. I did that. Oh, okay. So I'm not wearing this on my cheeks right now. That took way too long to figure that out. I'm not wearing this on my cheeks right now, but I have, definitely. So anyway, there you go. Let's look at some swatches. I'm getting it together. This is so good. Catrice really makes some good, affordable makeup. Oh my goodness, my hand looks so dry. Yikes. But there is that. This is so pretty. I did use just a little bit of setting spray with it today, but most days I wasn't doing that. I don't know. I like it to kind of pop a little bit more on camera because sometimes, I mean, the lights like wash things out. So sometimes I say that, but I mean, I still use a lot of makeup even when I'm not filming. But there you go. Most days I was not using it with a setting spray, is my point. So there's that. Beautiful. This one's kind of like a little bit of a deeper but warm bronzer, almost like a peachy kind of undertone to it. This one's a little bit lighter, softer, beautiful peachy blush. Let me show you the deeper. There's the deeper peachy blush. Beautiful. And then this is gorgeous on the cheeks, but also on the eyes. It's just a great palette. Looking, I do think that my nose is pretty blushy right now, but you know, it's just fun. Makeup's fun, so why not? I mean, I wasn't doing it again this much as I did today for being on camera. Whatever. Okay, let's talk about, well, let me finish up another eye favorite, and then I'll talk about my cheek favorites that I also used on my eyes. Okay, I love these. The Laura Geller Kajal Long Wear Eyeliners. And she comes out with different colors and sets. So my mom gave me a set, I think it was maybe for Christmas. And this color was in it. So I would say these in general, I love. But this color is beautiful. So if I can still find that set or this color, I will link it for you. But if not, just in general, I really, really like these. So the Kajal Long Wear Eyeliner, this particular color is Antique Bronze Coal. So these look like this, and they do have a little like sharpener at the end, so you can keep sharpening to a point if you want to. But these are great as, I love these also for summer because they're great for easy makeup. Liner like I have it on, I just kind of like applied it, you know, so you can get, even with it not at a point very much, you can still get a fairly good line with it, but also you can smudge it out. You could put it all over your lid. But I love these for a smudgy liner, like right along the lash line and then smudging it with a brush. So great. You have to work fast with them because they do set down and then they wear really well. So I love that about them. And they're just beautiful. I love this color. I love a bronzy color. Any time of year, that's kind of my go-to liner color, is a beautiful bronze. I love how it catches the light. I love how it contrasts with my blue eyes. I just love a bronze liner, and these are just so good for either using them as a traditional liner or using them as a smudgy liner or using them almost as like a shadow crayon kind of thing. You would have to work pretty quickly if you used them in that way. But they're great. I love the formula on them. I find that they wear well, and it's just such a pretty bronzy color. So I would say these in general, but also bronzy liner in general. And if my hand looks red at all right now, it's because I really had to scrub to get that off. So they are long wearing. Okay, for cheeks. So I've been kind of playing with these 3 products in different ways together. You know, 2 of them together, like whatever. I've been using them in different combinations, and then also, did I use them by themselves? I'm sure at some point. Anyway, this is the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer in Buttercup. This has really grown on me because when I first got this one, I was like, no, I don't think so. Because it looks pretty there in a swatch. But let's see what it looks like in a swatch on my hand. Oh, it looks pretty on my hand. But when I first got this, I was like, oh, this is too light and kind of too warm. But it's actually really pretty. That looks gorgeous in a swatch. So I don't know what I was doing when I swatched it the first time, and I was not a huge fan of it, because looking at it there, that's beautiful. But yeah, I don't even know how I would describe it. Like peachy bronzer, but not overly orangey. It's just really pretty. So anyway, I've got that like a lot on my face. I've got it like on my cheeks. I've got it kind of brought in a little bit on my nose, kind of up on my forehead a little bit, and then sort of softened with powder. So yeah, these blend so nicely. I like to use them, again, kind of same thing with the blushes, but I notice it less with the bronzers than with the blushes. But I do like to use kind of a fluffier sort of a brush with these and just sort of like softly diffuse them. But the blushes, I do that more so than the bronzers. I don't feel like it's quite as essential. For me personally, that's kind of the blending experience I find with them. I do that a little bit with the bronzer, but not as much as I do with the blush. Okay, and then, so I've been kind of, if I use them all together, starting with this, then using this. I found this just recently on Amazon, so I think this is maybe newer. But I don't think I saw it on Essence's website. When I went to their website, I could have been missing it. Anyway, this is the Essence Baby Got Blush Liquid Blush. And I got the shade Pinkalicious, which that's adorable. And the packaging is adorable. And it was super affordable because it's Essence. And I really like their products. Now, I do really like this blush. It's a beautiful color. The packaging, I don't think is that great because it's that squeeze tube sort of packaging, but unless I'm looking at it wrong, it looks like it just has one opening right in the middle. So when I first went to use this and squished on it, I mean, I got like a lot of products. So I just squished up a little bit of it. So hopefully you can see it just comes up right in the middle of the applicator. So I find that each time I've had to use it, I've been having to open that back up and just very carefully squeeze up just a tiny bit of it and then tap that on my cheeks and then blend it out. I don't have any blending problems or anything with it. This is a beautiful pinky shade. I would just say be aware of the packaging, that like what I find, like I said, I just have to like open it up, squeeze a little bit out, tap that on my cheeks and then blend. So because usually they have like multiple dots so that when you squish it, it kind of comes up all over the applicator. You can see how it's kind of concentrated right in the middle. So, I mean, not a game changer, but it's just you have to make little slight adjustments. At least that's what I found with it. But beautiful, kind of like sun-kissed, raspberry pinky sort of color. I think this is so pretty. I love it. And I mean, yeah, haven't had any blending problems with it. I would say it's overall just kind of satin matte. Wears well. I find that it wears well. And yeah, cute packaging, cute name. What else? Cute color. Cute packaging on its presentation, but its function, it could be better. Anyway, I'm babbling. I like this. Okay, and then last up for cheeks, the Too Faced Cloud Crush Blurring Blush. I love these. and this is in Candy Clouds. Oh my goodness, I just love this so much. I've mentioned it many times. It is just a beautiful, bright kind of baby pink. So I have been liking this as kind of the last step of like blending those together, bringing it kind of in here on my nose a little bit, just kind of tying that all together and softening it, I would say, because this is obviously a lot lighter, and just brings in that sort of, you know, light baby pink sort of a tone. It just kind of blends it. It almost serves like a blush and a little bit of a powder, kind of like blending it all together, if that makes sense. So these are great. They do have a strong scent to them, but I think they smell really good. I don't know how to describe that, but it smells good. And last up for lips, definitely an afterthought. Lips were not something that I was like using something consistently, but I would say this is what I reached for a couple of times, or I would just use e.l.f. Why do I always forget that color name? It's the one that I wear all the time from the satin line. I'll like dab that pink, Effortless. I think it's Effortless. I'll just dab that color on my lips because it's very close to my natural lip color and just adds a little bit of a pinkiness to it. So I would say honorable mention to that. And then Maybelline Dusty Rose. That's no surprise. I also keep this in my purse, not this particular one, but I have another one that I keep in my purse. So that would be another favorite too, just by itself. Like that's just I'll throw it on my lips, fill in my lips, whatever. And then I've been using the Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm Lip Treatment. Hopefully they still, I think this is kind of newer. Maybe they sent this to me recently. So this feels so nice on the lips. Oh, it smells so good. It's got that coconutty hangover line scent to it. Coconutty, just like summery. And it's got this little bit of like a glow to it, like almost like a, what would you describe it as? Like a very light pink peach glow. So it looks really pretty on the lips. And then it just feels like a hydrating gloss lip treatment kind of product. I really, really like this. So yeah, how I used it, I just used a little bit of Dusty Rose, very little around the outsides of my lips, and then use this. And this does have a little bit, like I forgot until I put more of it on. This does have a little bit of like a cooling, slight tingle sort of feeling on the lips, but I would say it's overall pretty subtle. And it's definitely more on the like, I feel something happening on my lips, but I would say it's more cooling, not tingly, I would say. But it just kind of feels like something happening. It's good. Okay, so those are all my favorites. So hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you have been loving, or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently. If you're enjoying the summer, what you've been up to, let me know. Ask me if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video.